7 Quick Tips on how to develop the mindset of Kiyotaka Ayanokoji. Train yourself to be indifferent. Letting yourself be emotionally provoked is never beneficial. The ideal mindset is remaining calm and calculated in all situations, which is why you should become indifferent to adversity. And there's a few ways to train your mind to become like this. Firstly, you should develop the awareness that emotional reactions are completely useless. It literally doesn't solve anything. And as soon as you realize that it's not beneficial, you can mentally stop yourself from overreacting. Along with that, you should not be complaining or be focusing on opinionated thoughts. This only provokes an emotional reaction within yourself. Instead, you should view everything as objectively, meaning that you view things from a neutral viewpoint and see the facts of what's actually happening. This objective frame of mind will help you become more indifferent to bad situations, resulting in not having any strong emotional reactions like Ayanokoji. Since Ayanokoji can remain indifferent to adversity, it lets him get through tough situations that most people would not be able to handle. Learn from the mistakes of others. You can obviously learn from your own mistakes, but you will efficiently gain knowledge faster if you're observant of the people around you. To be more specific, you're analyzing the consequences of people's actions. People are constantly committing actions that lead to bad consequences, and there's valuable lessons to learn from them. It's significantly smarter to learn from their failures because you don't have to suffer the consequences yourself. This is why you should always scrutinize their incompetence so that you can prevent unwanted problems from happening to you. Apply patience to your decisions. If you let your emotional impulses take over, you will inevitably end up in trouble. But if you have the mental ability to restrain yourself and actually think beforehand, it will lead to significantly better outcomes. Whenever you're deciding something, you should take some time to think about it. Never make a decision immediately, especially if you're in a highly emotional mental state. The reason you want to do this is because it allows you to analyze many different options and possibilities, while also letting you have clarity within your mind. By simply taking the time to consider certain actions, you will be able to replicate the patience that Ayanokoji has, enabling you to come up with plans and make the best rational decisions. Avoid excessive attachment. Attachment is one of the root causes of fear and grief. It can devastate your mind completely because of the emotional turmoil that comes along with it. Most people don't realize this about attachment, and you must understand that developing attachment to a person will create a weakness within you. This is because the person you have an attachment with will be provoking irrational emotions within you, and along with that, your enemies can use this weakness against you by exploiting your emotional attachment. This is only possible if you're overly attached to something. If you have no strong attachments to anything, you won't have volatile emotions affecting your thinking. It's significantly better to become detached in order to think more clearly and make better decisions. Developing this mental detachment simply requires you to reevaluate what you should be prioritizing and being aware of the emotions within your mind. This will lead you to having a more stable mental state. Prioritize useful actions. If there's no good reason for you to take a specific action, then you should not do it in the first place. Actions that do not get you closer to your goals should be disregarded. And this is something that most people are not good at doing. This is because of their lack of awareness, often taking actions that are useless or even detrimental. What you should do is consider each action as a step that will move you closer to your desired result or even further away from it. Also ask yourself why you're doing it and what result will the action yield. Considering this question will let you see if something is beneficial and will allow you to avoid actions that are unnecessary. All this will help develop the mindset of being farsighted, enabling you to choose your actions more wisely and letting you progress faster to your goals. Never reveal too much. You should make it a mental habit to not reveal too much information about yourself. In any circumstance, revealing a secret just puts you at a disadvantage. You never know who might use this secret against you, and it can potentially lead to your downfall. Information such as your weaknesses or your strengths should not be shared with anyone, because a person who knows this can exploit your weaknesses and outmaneuver your strengths with ease. Always remember that giving out your secrets is like giving out a weapon that can be used against you in the future. This is one of the reasons why Ayanokoji makes an effort to keep his abilities hidden. People can't really exploit him since he doesn't reveal too much about himself. Identify their usefulness. Certain goals can be very difficult when done alone, which is why you should seek out people that can help you. Having the mentality of isolating yourself is not the best optimal position. The better mindset is to recognize the usefulness of certain people and use them to your advantage. You can start by analyzing the many different aspects of their psychology, such as strengths, weaknesses, habits, skills, etc. Not only will you be able to see how you can use them to achieve certain goals, but you will be able to gain valuable insights on their individual mind. Ayanokoji has the mindset of seeing people as tools that can be utilized, and it has the benefit of allowing him to use them to his advantage. Thanks for watching VevenSeven.